Hi, this is Dorian with Premier Fitness Service. I was reaching out to you today so you could put a face to the voice. And I had Perry come in here, my service manager, and I wanted him to be able to provide you a couple quick points that would really bring some value to your fitness center. So without further ado, here's Perry.
Man, I was walking out the door. Dorian stopped me. He's like, you know what? You got to give a couple points about why service is so important to my customer here. I was like, Dorian, there's too much to talk about, okay? I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, 2 points that I can give to you today that is something that you can verify and check yourself, and I'm happy to share it with you. Dorian mentioned that you currently have service on your equipment. I commend you for making maintenance a priority for your fitness equipment. It's so tremendously important. But one thing we recognize here at Premier Fitness Service is how in this space, a lot of vendors are missing some very essential services on your products. There are some things that are really not being done. Those 2 things I want to show you today are those areas that are really heavily being neglected and that we would love to shore up for you. So if you come with me this way, I'm going to show you couple things here. Hannah, is that a good shot for you?
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, that sounds great. So first thing I'm going to show you is by lifting up the running belt and sticking your other hand underneath, feeling this deck surface, which is the wood surface underneath, you should feel kind of a greasy residue as you pull your hand out. Should be a little bit shiny, greasy. That's an indication that your service company is properly lubricating the running belt. However, in most cases, what you're going to feel is this deck surface is dry to the touch, okay? And that's no good. Reason that's a problem is because this running belt and deck surface will prematurely fail and wear out excessively. It also puts an excessive burden on your essential electrical components. Your motor control board now has to operate with a lot heavier burden, pulling more power from the wall in order to propel the user at the speed indicated on the display. What happens is eventually that electrical component will fail, power will be cut sporadically to the display, and the user could potentially fall off the unit as a result. So very important to protecting some very essential, also very expensive components that we would love to just get resolved for you. So that's the first thing to check. Second thing, as you do that, hop on the treadmill itself, just hit quick start. Just quick start and go. I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed on the display. As the treadmill starts, stand on the side rails so that you don't go flying off the unit, but I'm going to increase the speed to about 2.5 miles an hour. You can go up to 3 miles an hour as well. Then with your hands either on the side rails or the front grips here, you're going to go ahead and start walking on the treadmill. Now I've adjusted this running belt to demonstrate to you what a loose running belt looks like. Again, another service that is being heavily neglected by service companies is the proper tension of the running belt. So with my hands secured to the rails, I'm going to do a stomp test. And as you can see, the running belt is hesitating and stopping under load. Now I'm putting about 50 to 60 pounds of pressure on this running belt. Why this is such a concern is when users are running on the treadmill, especially heavier users, 250, 300 pounds, putting all of their weight on the running belt, that belt is going to stop and send the user potentially falling off the unit. We've all seen those videos of folks not using treadmills properly. They fall off and hurt themselves. In this case, it would certainly be a liability to your property, which we would love to avoid. Very essential, very basic service that we provide during each and every visit. If you're finding that either of those 2 are present with your equipment, a lack of lubrication on the running belt or the running belt is excessively loose, call my friend here, Dorian. We want to get you taken care of with a proper maintenance program, and we look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with you. I'm sure we'll be in contact here once we get you set up, and look forward to it.
Give me a call anytime.
Have a great day.